Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So as Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets are starting to recover, we are once again back to really trying to find projects that each one of us can invest in. And as you know, given that this channel doesn't take sponsorship money, we are an analyst channel, so we have to keep the neutrality. Whatever we talk about is really purely my selection, just because I like them and I see some of the potential things that they're doing, and the projects that we cover, of course, have good potential overall. Whether or not they pan out, the market will decide. Now, one of the things that I've been doing lately, if you've been following me on Twitter, is I've been looking a lot at the Cardano ecosystem. And if you're probably wondering why Cardano, that is because after the launch of the smart contracts in September, the 517 decentralized applications that are launching on Cardano are starting to one by one go online. And given that Cardano already has a very dedicated community and is growing quite significantly, everything lines up for a wave of decentralized applications coming to Cardano, increasing the value of not only ADA, but the entire ecosystem altogether. So today we're going to talk about one of those games that will be launching on Cardano, called Cornucopias, and their native token Copy, which is available both on the Binance Smart Chain via PancakeSwap, and they also recently just launched on the Cardano blockchain via MinSwap. So let's dive into the charts to see what's going on. So what I have here is I have the price action of Copy via the Binance Smart Chain. So if you go to DEX tools, you can actually search for this token and just click on the PancakeSwap option that comes up. So when we look at Copy on a daily time frame, as you can see here, upon its launch back in December 10, it met its initial and all-time high of around 7 cents. But of course, given that Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets really took a nosedive in the coming months, then it's not surprising that Copy has also fallen along the way. However, one of the things to note here is if we look at where Copy is now, from the bottom right here, which occurred in March 14, Copy has already had a 133% price increase since then. So there are a couple of questions that you may have here. One is this a good time to come in? And the other one is, where could we potentially go? So let's answer the second question first, because right now, the current roadmap for Copy, if we take this all-time high right here and map this all-time low, assuming that we are going back on a recovery, not only for Copy, but the rest of the crypto markets, the current target for Cornucopias is currently at 22 cents. Or the 1618 extension of this particular Fibonacci structure. You can already start to see that we are forming a 5-wave Elliott wave structure, where this break right here is your wave 1, followed by a subsequent correction, the slight correction to the downside, where we found resistance on the 050 right here, found support at around the 236 here in the Fibonacci level, and right now where we are in the midst of our wave 3. The strength of this wave 3 will depend on how strong Bitcoin and the rest of the markets recover. If we have a very strong Bitcoin upside where we are breaking key resistance levels, then after a while, do expect that everything will blow up as money starts to come back in. If that's the case, then we can expect that this wave 3 will extend to our 1.272 target of around 12 cents right here, before the subsequent correction, of course, to the 1, which is the previous all-time high, followed by the eventual destination of around 23 cents. Now, it is very important to understand that we are still in the beginning of this wave 3. This pattern, of course, can be invalidated if Bitcoin and the rest of the markets have subsequent strong corrections to the downside. In this case, how we know we have invalidated ourselves is if we go back to this particular structure and we break through the 236 right here, then we know that this 5-wave Elliott wave structure is pretty much invalidated. So you may be wondering, should I buy in now or should I ape in now? So there are a couple of considerations to this question. The first one is if you are not comfortable in really trying to wait for a price point. One thing that you can do, which is not financial advice, of course, is just take a look at Copy's market cap just to see whether it's a good investment or not. So right now, the current market cap of Cornucopias right here is around 11,587,000. Within the grand scheme of crypto market cap, 11 million is very low. So sometimes when you do your research and you try to establish what the potential value of the token is, you don't even have to look at the price sometimes. Just refer to the market cap and try to assume where could it potentially go. So for example, if you feel that Copy will eventually reach levels such as Axie Infinity in the future, then you can compute where the potential upside is by going to market cap off and try to see where could Copy potentially be. So for example, if right now Copy will eventually reach the market cap of Axie Infinity, then the Copy price would be $15.52, which is a 400x from here. So that is one potential way of trying to see, is this project worth investing in? Because sometimes the price may appear to be low, but when you look at the total market cap of a project, it's already in the hundreds of millions of dollars. But in Copy's case, we are in a good situation where the project is launching quite a number of things soon. You still have your land launch, a lot more NFTs are coming in, and the token price is still relatively low given the market cap currently of around 11 million. So that's from a macro point of view. But if you are very comfortable with price action, then the key recommendation at the moment is wait for the RSI to sort of settle down. Because right now, what's happening here is RSI is going to overbought levels. If you look at the stock RSI as well, we are currently in levels that are overbought. So a potential thing that you can do if you really want to maximize the entry opportunity here is you can wait for a couple of things. One is if you want to trust the Fibonacci, right now we are currently in the 050 and testing at the support. So right now we haven't broken through this particular price level, and if you're probably wondering why, that is because we are adhering to the market structure provided by Fibonacci, where the wave 1 right here, this was the resistance that it met, the 382 here. The subsequent correction, of course, it fell through this EMA, and right now we tried to go past the 618 right here, but we got rejected off of this, and right now we are currently forming support at the 050. So personally, what I would do is I would spread out my buys. Because we are in Fibonacci support, so this could be entry number 1. But do not put all of your bags right here, because if we break through the 050 right here, then what is the next level of potential support? The 55 EMA, which is currently at 0.0311. Or another potential support area is the 382 right here of around 0.0288. There's also another potential support, which is this EMA right here. So moving forward, what may happen over the past couple of days is this 21 EMA will slowly creep up right here, and eventually you would form a golden cross on this 21 and the 55 EMA. If we correct prior to that, then there are a couple layers of support that you can utilize as your entry points before the subsequent move to the upside. Apart from the token, another thing that you can watch out for is watch out for the public land sale that will be happening quite soon. And there are a couple of them. So you have the player or commercial owned domes as well as the theme zones right here. So it's not just the Copy token that you can invest in. You can also watch out for the potential land sale moving forward and the subsequent NFT drops that are coming in. Either way, you can go to the website just to check out this game a little bit more. But personally though, I have already purchased quite a fair number of Copy as of yesterday, actually. I, along with you, or for those who are willing to come into this space, I'm also gearing up and preparing myself for the public land sales to make sure that I have enough ADA to purchase the land accordingly.